morning to Dr. and my fellow friends. My name is Angela. So now I'll present to the part introduction. Kubang Pasu is a district in northern Kedah, Malaysia. It contains the border town of Bukit Karipitan, Sintok, which is the location of the UN, Chalung, and Jitra, which is the largest town in Kubang Pasu and the administrative center in Kubang Pasu. On 22 October 2018, the District Council was upgraded to the Municipal Council, becoming the fifth local government body in Kedah to have the status of the city and the municipality. And the local government is called the Kubang Pasu Municipal Council, MPKP.
Hi, I'm Shaira, and for my part, I will be explaining our methodology. And for the study, our group are choosing qualitative case study method to gather the data. And we are focusing on 4 cafes in Kubang Pasu, which is Pahit Cafe in Changlun, Campus Baru in UUM, Biji Kopi in Jitra, and the last one is Kopi Jalan Kuadian, also in Jitra. For the data collection method, we are using primary data and secondary data. And for the primary data, we are using structured interview questions with the cafe owners, and we also do the observations and audio recording. For the primary data, we are using academic publications and online resources, for example, from their Instagram, social media, or from the website. To summarize our methodology, the interview and observation is for the consistency for our findings, and it also strengthens our reliability for the findings, and lastly, it very suitable to support strategic insight for small business in Kubang Pasu. Our team are using a well-structured interview questions that divided into 4 sections, which is the first one, business environment, second, perceived external factor, 3, about their current challenges, and the last one is about their change management practice.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Rasha Amira binti Abdullah and my member's number 296167. So I will continue about the personal analysis toward coffee shop in Kubang Pasu. So the first one is the political factor in a personal analysis refer to how government policies, regulation and political stability affect business operation. This includes law, taxation and local authority support. In the case of local coffee shops in Kubang Pasu, political factors have minimal negative impact, such as Pahit Cafe in Chalung, Biji Kopi in Jitra, Kopi Jalan Kuadian in Jitra, reported that local regulation do not affect their daily operations. In fact, they find Majlis Kubang Pasu to be more flexible and supportive compared to stricter enforcement in place. Meanwhile, Campus Baru follows the UN internal business regulation as it is a university-owned cafe. As for taxation, none of the coffee shops are required to pay local business tax, but they do pay the sales and service tax, which is SST, which has a slight effect on their pricing and operation. Next, the economic factor in personal analysis refer to how economy such as inflation, consumer spending habits, and costs affect business performance. In Kubang Pasu, all 4 coffee shops reported that inflation and rising price directly impact their product pricing and overall profits. Residents in Kubang Pasu tend to spend more on paydays, weekdays and public holiday, while weekday spending is lower and inconsistent. Additionally, customer traffic is highest during the evening and night time, showing a trend in late day spending habits. One major financial challenge faced by this cafe is maintaining stable price and profit margins due to increasing operational costs and supplier price, particularly for imported coffee beans. On the other hand, the socio-cultural factor in personal analysis look at how social trends, cultural preference, and lifestyle change influence consumer behavior and business strategies. In Kubang Pasu nowadays, many customers are becoming more health conscious, preferring less sugar, no sugar, or plant-based meat options like outside meat. All 4 coffee shops offer customizable menus to meet these needs, and although a small additional charge of 1 to 2 ringgit applies for outside meal, it has not affected their sales since it mostly applies to drinks. Customer preference are also heavily influenced by current trends, such as the rising popularity of tiramisu cake. While many coffee shops continue to see strong demand for their signature drink. To stay relevant, all 4 coffee shops actively use social media platforms like TikTok, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to promote their product and engage with trends and reach more customers. In addition, the technological factor in Pestily analysis focus on how investment and digital tools affect business operations and customer experience. In Kubang Pasu, the coffee shops adopted various technology to stay competitive. For online ordering, Campus Brew used WhatsApp for self-pickup, while Biji Kopi and Kopi Jalan Kodiang used delivery apps to boost sales and customer convenience. Pahit Cafe previously used a delivery app but stopped due to overwhelming demand and limited manpower. All 4 shops support digital payment options such as QR code, e-wallet, and contactless card, with most transactions being cashless. However, Biji Kopi reported experiencing online payment fraud. To ensure drink consistency and efficiency, this coffee shop also invests in imported automatic coffee machine, POS system, and inventory software. For the internet connectivity is stable for most cafe except Campus Brew, which relies on UUM Wi-Fi that can be slow or unstable. While most customers prefer digital payments, some, especially the elderly, still prefer traditional cash method. Next, the legal factor in Pestily analysis refer to how laws, regulations, and legal obligations impact business operation. In Kubang Pasu, a coffee shop undergo food hygiene inspection every 2 to 4 months by local municipal authorities, while Campus Brew follow a stricter internet inspection schedule under UUM. These inspections are routine and do not disrupt daily operations. All cafes comply with common legal requirements such as ensuring staff have typhoid vaccination, valid food handling certificates, and enforcing a strict no smoking policy in food and beverage areas. Additionally, change to Malaysia's minimum wage have increased operating costs, leading most cafes to keep their workforce small. Campus Brew takes a different approach by paying staff based on monthly sales performance, balancing costs and motivation. The last one is the environmental factor in Pestily analysis, refer to how environmental awareness, sustainability practice, and ecological regulation affect business operation. In Kubang Pasu, all 4 coffee shops are making effort to reduce waste and promote eco-friendly practice. They encourage customers to bring their own tumblers to cut down on plastic use and separate waste using colourful recycling bins. Coffee waste is also reused creatively. For Campus Brew, they plans to produce soap from it for an innovation event. Pahit Cafe sells it to interested locals, and Kopi Jalan Kodiang shares it with residents who use it for fertilizer. Although all cafes use imported coffee beans, they still support local suppliers for food ingredients and material packaging. Energy consumption remains a challenge, especially for cafes operating from evening to night due to heavy use of air conditioner, coffee machines, chillers, and freezers. Campus Brew face limitation in storage and relies on display chillers to preserve dessert quality. Interestingly, to reduce electricity usage, Kopi Jalan Kodiang has taken an extra step by installing solar power light. Last but not least, the Pestily analysis reveals that economic and environmental factors have the highest impact on coffee shop operation in Kubang Pasu. Rising costs, inflation, and energy consumption significantly affect business sustainability and profit margins, while environmental concerns such as waste management and sustainable practice are actively addressed by the cafes. For social and technological factors also play a strong role with changing customer preference, health trends, and the use of digital tools like e-wallets and social media shaping business strategies. Then, for political factors have a moderate influence, mainly due to the supportive stance of local authorities and the absence of complex regulations. For the legal factors with the lowest score still matter, especially regarding employment laws, hygiene inspection, and certification, but do not significantly disrupt day-to-day operations. Overall, coffee shops in Kubang Pasu are adapting well to external factors, especially by embracing technology, sustainability, and customer-driven trends. That's all from me, thank you.
Now I will present for the SWO team. For the strength, the coffee shop in Kubang Pasu has provided the seasonal menu to attract their customer and ambience for the customer to chatting with their friends and families in the late night. Secondly, for the weakness, most of the coffee shop in the Kubang Pasu face the same problem, which is lack of staff and unstable supplier. For example, Pahit Cafe have the 6 staff and the Kopitiam Golden only have the 3 staff. So if they have any MC or any absent from their staff, the owner need to cover up their position as soon as possible so that the operation can run smoothly as usual. Thirdly is the opportunities. Most of the coffee shops in Kubang Pasu have managed to the waste of the coffee beans. For example, Campus Brew wanted to make it as the souvenir and sold it at Anjung Tamu as their second income source, and the other coffee shop wanted to sell it in a low price for the people who need it as a fertilizer. Lastly, for the trash, the rising cost of the ingredients, especially the coffee beans, because different quality of coffee beans have the different taste. So for the coffee lovers, they may prefer to have the high quality of coffee beans. So it may affect the customer loyalty to visit the cafe if the cost of the product increase.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aidina Nazira binti Mat Nasri and my magic number is 29618, and today I want to present about the strategy recommendation. The first recommendation that I choose is Single Apps for Kubang Pasu Coffee Shop Trail. It's a dedicated initiative developed to gather information about all coffee shops around the Kubang Pasu district on one mobile platform. This application aims to make it easier for users to find location, menu, promotion and rewards while supporting local economy development and sustainability lifestyle. The first point is the empowerment of local businesses and promoting small coffee shop business across Kubang Pasu through a centralized apps. Through the apps, ABKP support digital inclusion by mapping all coffee shops in Kubang Pasu, allowing users to locate, browse menu, and interact with businesses online. By providing digital access, shop owners can attract more customers, promote their product, and compete on equal footing with large franchise. This helps close the urban and rural digital divide and integrates more coffee businesses into the formal digital economy. The second point is foster collaboration between ABKP and UEM IT students to encourage real-world innovation and technical solutions for local needs. By engaging UEM students to develop and maintain the apps, ABKP taps into local talent while giving students meaningful community-based experience. This strengthens university community relations and promotes young involvement in district development efforts, all while reducing implementation costs. The third point is encourage upcycling of coffee waste, which is hampas coffee into innovative products like compost, scrap, and craft. ABKP can support and certify businesses that transform waste into the value-added product. This not only reduces landfill waste but also foster community-led entrepreneurship based on sustainability. It positions Kubang Pasu as an innovative hub for eco-product, opening new economic opportunities and attracting job opportunities among residents. Last point for the strategy recommendation is utilize app-generated data for planning, monitoring, and government policy making for long-term strategy in promoting local identity. ABKP can use data collected through a single apps such as user trends, viral food trends, popular cafe, sustainability practice, and even participation to make informed decisions in tourism activity, business licensing, brand distribution, infrastructure support, green development planning, and small business support. This strengthens ABKP's ability to serve the public more efficiently and support Kubang Pasu's tourism industry by offering visitors curated experience while stimulating the local economy and raising the brands of coffee businesses in Kubang Pasu. This is all for me.
Hi, it's my turn to present now. My name is Yumin and we will move to the part of ethical and community impact reflections. In this slide, we have identified 4 key focus areas. The first one is